Hey guys, welcome back to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. I wish you guys could kind of see the disaster that I'm experiencing over here, but you know what? It is what it is. We're going to do the daggone thing. So on tonight's show, guys, we're going to talk about don't let social media get you guys caught up. So here's why. I don't want you guys to get caught up, especially not caught up by my favorite. Are they my favorite? No, the IRS is not my favorite, but you don't want to get caught up by the IRS using social media. Okay, guys. So every year the IRS comes out with the updated scams that's happening. They come up with, they call it every year the 2022 or 2023 dirty tax scams or dirty dozen tax scams, right? And so this year it was very surprising to all of us, especially, well, I wasn't really surprised, but a lot of people were surprised because the IRS mentioned social media. So the IRS was like, yeah, y'all, don't let this social media get to you. And the reason why they're saying don't let social media get to you guys is because y'all are the ones taking these frivolous, false, okay, illegal tax strategies or tax tips, thinking you coming up, thinking you about to save money on taxes, when in all actuality, guys, you're committing tax fraud. And so last show, I gave you guys some tips on how to really live your best life this summertime with the budget, clip your coupons, put your money to the side. And I know that a lot of you guys are going to be traveling and doing all of those things. So this is why I'm talking about it. Because the number one reason why I need you guys to not let social media get you guys caught up is because you're about to travel, right? You're about to post, be like, yes, girls trip, yes, vacation, yes, family trip, hashtag, right? And that friend that be hating on you, know you ain't living right. That ex-friend you cut off a year ago, she know you cheating on your taxes. So right now, if you guys are cheating on your taxes, and your girlfriends or your haters are sitting back watching you and you about to travel and stunt this summer, I advise you to not do that because the IRS is really encouraging people like your friends, hater friends, and people that's on your social media account to really kind of snitch on you guys. If that person believes that you're not paying the right amount of taxes that you are supposed to, or feel like you doing some scammy stuff, right? That person can easily call the IRS whistleblowers line, can easily complete the form and give them your social media. And also give them as much information that they have about you so the IRS can look into it to see whether or not there is some undisclosed income or unreported income that you guys been hiding under the table. So the first thing I need you guys to do is stop. Don't post everything this summer. You don't have to post all of the trips. You don't have to post all of the details. We don't have to see you in the bay in the bed with the flowers and the roses. No hating. Look, I don't be hating, guys. All I'm trying to do is make sure you are protected because somebody else watching your social media might hate on you and be like, you know what, I'm tired of this trick. I'm tired of her. They too happy, or I'm tired of them, or they cheating on us, they stunting on everybody, or they scam us and end up reporting you guys. So try to not post everything this summer, y'all. Let's be a little discreet with our stuff. You don't have to post everything. And that's one thing about me, guys. You're never gonna really see my life. Like I might come up here and tell you guys a little bit, might tell you something I've been through, some history, some lessons learned, life lessons. But one thing you're not gonna know is anything about me. You're not going to know nothing. You might know my kids' names and all that basic stuff, but you're not going to know what we're doing, where we live, what we spend, where we're at. You're not going to know. So I advise you guys to prevent you from becoming um, of the prey of the IRS because of your hater following or your hater friends. Don't try to post all your vacations this summer. Don't post every new vehicle they got you or you bought yourself. Let's just try to be a little bit discreet going into this 2023 year, guys, because as you can see, Everybody's lurking. They really are trying to see where the loose coins are, and you might end up getting yourself into some issues. So that's number one. Be careful. Be careful about your vacations. Be careful about your purchases. And I'm not saying don't post, guys, but you don't have to post a receipt showing you spent $50,000. That's evidence that they can clearly send to the IRS. That's stupid. Who does that? People that got money, people that's successful, like, and that's not trying to build a brand. They don't tell you guys what they spend money on. It's just this. I don't know what's up with this social media thing that you guys got to tell everybody what you spending money on and how much you spent. It's classless. It's very classless. I don't know if you feel like you're doing better this month, or I don't know. I don't know what y'all get out of it. For me personally, I wouldn't want nobody to be able to count my coins. And I'm an accountant. I can count all y'all coins. Y'all do too much. All right. So the next thing, guys, I want you guys to be very mindful. And I'm going to go into detail why I'm telling you guys to do all of this. The second thing that I want you guys to be very mindful is, and I got scrutinized when I said this last time, oh, Folasade is fake money. Oh, Folasade is prop money. I don't care if it's prop money, fake money. If you are not a rapper, or if you're not out there where prop money is needed, don't post prop money. And if you are the type of money if you're the type of coach or entrepreneur or online influencer, whatever you are, you guys, you don't have to post cash. You don't have to post cash. And the reason why I don't want you guys to post cash is not because of just the IRS. You might trigger the police. See, there's a significant connection between criminal cases and taxes. See, immediately, every police jurisdiction is watching everybody on social media. Okay. And they automatically said on a lot of the news, I should have put up a video. See, I have to think about that kind of little stuff. Police have said it, that when they see guys posting their money or females posting their money, they automatically start looking into them. So the case may not start with the IRS. It may start with your neighboring police division or neighboring police jurisdiction or whatever that might be starting to investigate with you, and then they'll roll it right on over to the IRS and say, hey, can you pull the financials or the past tax years for XYZ client? We want to see what their income is. So you posting that money, you post, even some of y'all posting all of them daggone credit cards. Some of y'all be like, oh yeah, I got all them credit cards, and y'all do the credit cards like y'all do the money and stuff. That can trigger credit card fraud. And see, guys, what's happening is that with this AI technology and the fact that the police right now, with all this crime happening, they're back on the field. But they have a lot of police officers that's just doing a lot of online criminal cases and online investigations. And guys, is it worth it? Is it worth it to be stunting and then get yourself caught up for no reason? It's not worth it, okay? So number one, don't be posting all your vacations. Post one, post two, let them know you're doing it, boo, right? Like, yeah, let them know a little bit, right? But don't let them know everything you're doing. Keep that between you and your family, okay? The second thing, guys, don't be posting all your cards, your credit cards, and all that cash. Talk about money this. If you're not in a music video or something, you're bringing unnecessary attention to you guys, okay? And then the third thing that I want you guys to not do, and this is one of the things that's going to tie into everything that we're talking about today, guys, is the mere fact you guys resharing fake tax tips and all of these shady, lying tax strategies, CPAs. I am so tired of you guys. I actually even feel like I did a complete disservice when I started live streaming over 7 years ago, because unbeknownst to a lot of you guys, I was the first accountant that was live streaming and doing content like that. Okay. Now you might see some people that have 100,000 followers because I've been shadow banned for 2.5 years. Okay. I've literally, me and my team, we've been shadow banned for 2.5 years. So while they was out there being able to scam y'all, Instagram and Facebook suppressed my content. So you guys didn't get to see me at all. So why am I telling you guys all of this? I am so tired of these fake consultants, fake coaches, fake gurus, fake accountants, CPAs EAs. I don't care if you even have a certification. You can still be fake. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of people selling you guys such a dream about taxes and using tax forms. It's ridiculous, okay? So here's one of the things. So the IRS peeped, and guys, if you want to see my screen, head over to Beltway Radio on YouTube or Beltway Radio on Facebook if you want to see my screen, okay? So I'm about to share my screen. All right, so first things first, I'm going to show you what the IRS talking about. And then I'm going to show you guys the forms, and then I'm going to explain to you why all this, and some of the people that were saying it online, why you guys should not be even paying attention to the false information that they're talking about. All right, so I'm going to just go right to it. So you guys see, Dirty Dozen, taking tax advice on social media can be bad news for taxpayers. The IRS said they see schemes circulating involving tax forms, okay? So one of the schemes the IRS said was this form 8944, and I'm going to show you guys what that form is. The IRS says a recent example of bad advice circulating on social media that could lead to fraudulent form filing involves Form 8944, Preparer e-file hardship waiver request. There are widely inaccurate suggestions being made about this form. The IRS says the post claim that the form can be used by taxpayers to receive a refund by the IRS, even if the taxpayer has a balance due. Guys, the IRS says this is false information. And the reason why it's false information is because that form is only used for tax professionals. So guys, let me show you guys something really quick. I'm going to show you one of the TikTok people and all of the people y'all watching their asses. And that's why I'm laughing, because when y'all go ahead on and get y'all asses caught up, right, you're going to come to me and my team. We're going to represent you guys in the audit with the IRS, okay? So since you guys, and I've been begging you guys for years, stop listening to these scammers. They about to get y'all caught up. Y'all don't want to listen to me, right? Because I want you to do things right, huh? But now, guess what? The IRS is hip. The IRS said these people selling y'all false dreams. Okay, guys, I'm having technical difficulties. Let me have to use my thing. I don't even know how to use that mouse with the Mac. Do y'all know how to use that mouse with the Mac? I do not. Okay, so I'm about to show you guys the TikToks. The IRS, and it's more than this. This is just what I can find without logging in to it. Let's see. All right, so that's one of them. And this one says, if you owe the IRS, you can file for an economic hardship so that you can receive your tax refund. If you owe debt, you can still get your refund. The Form 8944 needs to be filed before February 15th. It takes up to 4 to 6 weeks to get approved. Guys, they're lying like crazy. They lying, and I'm about to show you why they lying. So before I even show you guys the form, I want to explain to you what the form is used. So as an enrolled agent and any tax professional that has gotten their fingerprints done by the Internal Revenue, okay, they get approved to e-file your tax return, okay? So they give us this thing called an EFIN, okay? So each legit e-filer, right, gets an EFIN. That EFIN has to be on every tax return that we e-file, okay? And that gives us authorization to e-file it. This form that they're claiming, oh, you can file for hardship, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this, everything that they're saying, they're lying. Because that form is for a professional like myself to tell the IRS that I'm unable to e-file their tax return. I am unable to e-file their tax return. So I'm going to show you guys the form. Do I have it up? Okay, yeah, I do. No. 1 second, guys. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the form really quick. And once again, if you guys want to see my screen, head over to Beltway Radio on YouTube or on Facebook. All right. And then if you want to see the replay afterwards, you head over to my YouTube channel, which is Folasade TV. Alrighty, so guys, you can see the tax form 8944 that's on my screen. That is the same tax form that was in that TikTok video, and I'm going to show you another TikTok video and another TikTok video that shows the same form. This form clearly says preparer e-file hardship request waiver. So me as the tax preparer, I will complete this form. I will end up completing this form. Yeah, I will be the one that complete this form to attach to your tax return that you mail in. This form is not used to request a refund at all, okay? There is a form that you request for a refund, but it is not form 8944. So this is why the IRS said y'all got to be very careful on who you guys take tax advice from. And a lot of these people that I'm seeing online are just doing some shady stuff. And so here, I'm going to zoom in really quick. It says, who may file? If you are a specified tax return preparer who is required to file individual, estate, or trust tax returns electronically, and filing these returns electronically would be a hardship, use this form to request a waiver. But according to TikTok, if you guys listen to all of the bogus tax advice, and I'm going to show you guys another one, according to TikTok, right, you can use that form 8944 to request a refund. That is a lie. That is a lie. So how many of you that have been watching these people and writing down everything, thinking, oh, it's legit, too legit to quit? Okay, here's another one.
Okay, let's get into Form 8944 from the IRS. Now, this form is used when you are facing some type of financial hardship and the IRS intercepts your tax refund, meaning takes your refund before it gets to hit your bank account for any previously owed taxes, maybe student loans, child support, or anything else. Now, you would need to prove your hardship to the IRS, providing some additional documentation, maybe your bankruptcy forms, a list of your household expenses and income to use this form. Now, also, there are some income guidelines that you must meet and some things that you need to know about your household expenses. First of all, you cannot make over $84,000 of gross income.
She sound like she know what she talking about too. Real smooth. That's how y'all like it. Real smooth. Oh yeah. You have income requirements and this, and this. And yeah, that's what y'all like. Y'all like it real smooth, right? Sound yeah.
Per year. So you need to be less than that. Your household expenses include things like your rent, mortgage, utilities, food costs, transportation costs, those items. So you will need to include copies of your bill to use the Form 8944. But check this out if you definitely want your refund and need it because times are hard for everybody.
Times are hard for everybody, and they're giving you guys the wrong form to try to get your refund, but times are hard. And this is the thing that concerns me, guys, is that this is not one or two posts. It is thousands of posts like this. It's just that I'm not logged into my TikTok because I don't know what the password is. I have to get it from my team to log in and search it. So this is all that I can show up without actually logging into my TikTok. And it's about 4 or 5 already. But if I search for my phone, it's quite a bit of so-called professionals telling you guys to use these tax forms, and none of these tax forms are relevant to what they're talking about. But a professional like myself, oh, you don't want to, well, a lot of y'all work with me, so I'm not going to say that. So a professional like myself, y'all hesitant because we not shooting shit. I'm not telling you what you want to hear. I'm not telling you that I'm just going to get you 5,000 back. I'm not telling you, oh, I'm going to get you earned income tax credit and cheat on your tax return and do that shady stuff that you guys are doing or want to do. And I'm cool with that because I'm not doing that. But the reality, guys, is that we left that 2 years ago. When I explained to you guys that your 2019, your 2020, your 21, 22, 23, and every tax return from that point forward is going to be used against you for the PPP, unemployment, and all of those things, I begged of you guys to stop cheating on your taxes as well, because they're going to also use that to say, well, you're just a cheat. See, what you guys don't understand is that what you do, it's all going to connect. If you cheated on your taxes and they find out you didn't got that PPP, they're going to probably throw the book on you, because first of all, you didn't got the PPP fraudulently, you didn't did it on your taxes, you didn't apply for other bank applications. You look like like you're reckless, like you are a straight scammer. And so many of you don't realize that you are taking advice from these so-called professionals. And I doubt this person have any credentials at all, because that is a form that we used, if you've been in the game long like me, before the IRS wanted to make e-filing a requirement. That's a form that was set up 7 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, that everybody that's a real professional should be well aware of, because we were scrambling to get everything set up for e-filing because the IRS really don't want us to paper file any returns anymore. So y'all out here listening to all these shady people, and it scares me, because if you're willing to do anything for money, then that means you might be willing to kill, steal, rob banks. Like, you have to set some boundaries. And I know y'all probably like, well, Folasade, me cheating on my taxes is not the same as me robbing a bank. It kind of is. You have to have the courage to do it. You have to have the courage to do it. And so for many of you guys, you've had the courage to cheat on your taxes all of these years. I've begged you guys since 2019. Well, yeah, when first COVID hit, in the end of 2019, when they was first announcing it in November, I begged you guys to stop cheating on your taxes. So right now, the IRS is hip that you guys are learning about this stuff through online through online fake gurus. And one thing I want you guys to understand is that it don't stop there. So let me go ahead on and share my screen really quick. What time is it, guys? What time? Okay, it's 7:34. Let me share my screen really quick before we go on break and shift over. That depending on the amount that you guys cheat on your taxes with, or the amount of those expenses that y'all taking, and tax strategies, fake tax strategies that y'all taking, can end up leading to criminal charges, a criminal case. See, a lot of you guys, because you have not heard the IRS bang up on people, you don't think that they are. All right, so right now, these are all the cases that the IRS has settled in May. This is just May of 2023. Every day they kicking back 8 to 5 cases a day. This is just May. This is May 2023, y'all. You want to see my screen? Head over to Beltway Radio. All right, that's May. Let me go back, because I was just in June. They already started posting for June. They already knocking them back for June. Look, these are all the cases the IRS done in the Criminal Investigation Division in June. Real what? What's today? June 13th? Already. June. And they hiring more agents and stuff. And you guys cheating on your taxes. Please stop it. Okay, so that's one thing that I wanted to show you guys. But let me go here. All right, so I'm on this attorney site. It says a civil IRS audit can lead to a criminal prosecution and years in prison. Because I hear so many people say all the time, oh, I don't never hear nobody get in trouble or go to jail because of the IRS or they cheated on their taxes. They do. You just don't hear from them. All right. So it says on occasion, and this is when you guys get audited. This is the basic audit. A basic audit can lead to criminal proceedings or a criminal prosecution, okay? It says the IRS auditor may suspect that the taxpayer intentionally, see, this is the thing, guys, it's not the fact necessarily of the amount, it is the fact that you intentionally knew you did something wrong. So with fraud, it always starts with the intent, okay? All righty. So did you intentionally fail to disclose all your income? So for all of you guys that are intentionally, deliberately not trying to show all your income on your taxes, you are committing tax fraud, and that type of situation can lead to criminal prosecution. And I just said this when I was transitioning over to this article, overstated deductions. You hear all of these people say, you guys take all of these deductions, do this, take this deduction, write this off. If you guys overstate your deductions and it was intentional, it can also lead to criminal prosecution by the IRS. If you fail to report offshore bank accounts, that can lead to criminal fraud. And that's one of the ones that y'all hear is so prevalent, right? Offshore accounts. And that's probably the ones that y'all think actually the IRS focuses on the most. Not true, guys. I've had it in several incidents, right? I've had to actually tell a client that I cannot assist them with their audit because they was representing themselves, because that case is going to lead to criminal prosecution. So I had to refer them to a tax and criminal attorney. And come to find out, guess what? They ended up going to jail. The husband and the wife ended up going to jail for 6 months, and they had to pay restitution. And these are regular old brown folks making $300,000 together collectively. What they did wrong was they overstated their deductions. And so, guys, I'm saying this because I don't just come up in here to scare you guys. I come up in here so you guys can really learn, because it's happening. You just don't hear about it. Okay. And then last but not least, guys, if you provide false documents or false information in your audit, can lead to a criminal prosecution. And so what happens is the IRS agent, right? The IRS agent, if they feel some kind of way, get some type of urge or some type of incline or inclination that they think that you intentionally cheating on your taxes, they can and lead it into the criminal investigative division. So why am I saying all of this, guys, before we close out this segment? The odds are stacked against us, guys. We're fighting against everything. We're fighting against inflation, stocks, the government, war, black on black crimes, white on white crimes, family problems, businesses, medical, life, death. Like, we got so much going on. Then on top of it, the government. And then now you got me telling you guys to stop cheating on your taxes. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because you don't need any more problems. And the problems are going to come because a lot of you guys just thought that when that money came, when that PPP money came, and when all that unemployment money came, and all of those grants, see, guys, y'all forgetting y'all even got grants fraudulently. The investigations are just beginning, guys. Remember my last live stream? No, I did a live stream maybe about 8 months ago, when I explained to you guys, when you filled out the form 4506T for all of your bank applications, you gave them authorization to pull your tax returns. and you more than likely gave them authorization to pull your tax returns for 5 or more years. So I hope that all of the information that you guys have been reporting going forward, if you're new to me now, you're learning now. No excuses after today. For all of my old comers that have been watching me for years, a lot of y'all are already good to go because y'all tell me all the time, thank you, Folasade. I'm good. I feel comfortable. I got my PPP legit. I did my stuff legit. I did all my stuff legit because of you, Folasade. I'm sleeping peaceful. I appreciate all of you. And for all of y'all that still think that shit is a game, me and my team will be ready to represent you guys in the audit, okay? We'll be ready. We'll be ready, okay? We'll be ready. So, guys, what I'm about to do, what time is it before I go into segment 2, guys? I'm about to take a quick little break before I get all tongue-tied and start stuttering and stuff like usual, guys. So we're going to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back.